What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We have a little mat Pilates session here for you today. This is a low impact workout. You won't need socks, you won't need shoes. You will need a mat or something comfortable to lay on. Towel, water, as always. This is going to be a little bit more of a lower body focused mat Pilates session today. So it's a great workout to use if you're warming up, especially for like a heavy lift day, or if you want maybe some active rest. You could do this workout twice in a row, or if you want this as a cool down after maybe that heavy lift day or that long run, something along those lines. So you're going to meet me laying down on your back, on your mat. We're going to bring our knees hip width distance apart and parallel, and our feet, plant your feet down onto the ground. Take your hands around your ribs. Let's start with that diaphragmatic breathing. Take a big breath in. Through your nose, big breath out of your mouth. On your inhale, let your ribs expand, let your lungs expand in every direction. Exhale, like you're blowing out birthday candles. Couple more. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale out everything. Go ahead and bring your hands onto the mat next to you. Let's find our pelvic tilt. So you're going to push those hips away from you, and then you're going to pull your hips back in towards you. So like a cat-cow, but laying down on your back. So this movement might feel very minimal to you. I might not even see it if I were with you. But basically what you're doing is you're working through that neutral and your imprint, focusing on the obliques to pull the hips and to push the hips. It should feel pretty good, if I'm honest, in that low back. We're going to take this next one when those hips come up towards your ribs, all the way up into a bridge. Take a big breath at the top, and then exhale and roll one vertebra at a time, all the way down. Big inhale at the bottom, big exhale to scoop those hips and roll all the way up. Keep going. So listen. If this articulating rolling motion doesn't work for you today for whatever reason, maybe just even your back is tight, maybe you slept weird, you don't do this then. Move your back as a single strong straight line, move through a hinge, and that will totally work in place of this articulation. If you are articulating your spine, see if you can go a little bit slower and hit every vertebra in your back. On this next one, you're going to roll all the way up. Find the top of your bridge. If you want, you can bring your feet a little bit closer together. We're going to go through march. Lift the leg in the tabletop. Place it down. Go ahead and switch. Go to the other side. Now, tabletop is the top of the range of motion. This is the highest that you're going. If that does not work for you today, you can always lift up your heel. You can hover a foot or go anywhere in between that space and that full tabletop. The goal is stability on the powerhouse. So from the hips, up through the shoulders, all the way around the torso. Gently push your hands into the mat below you to help get your powerhouse to fire. And then make sure your hips aren't swiveling from side to side. One more each leg. Make sure your scapula are flat on the ground below you. Find the top of your bridge, and then tuck and roll all the way down. One vertebra at a time. Awesome. Stretch those legs out long onto your mat. Take your right leg up to the sky, flex and point the foot. Roll out your ankle. Let's set up for hip circles. Point those right toes and draw little circles one way. Now, again, the neutral spine is what's the most important. So if you need to bend one or both of your knees, go ahead and go for it. But I'm not looking for the size of the circle today. I'm looking for the stability through the rest of your body. Your reverse on this next one. So if you need to make an adjustment through the legs, if you need to make the circle smaller, usually that's the case, go ahead and go for it, right? The goal is to get the femur to move a little bit in the hip socket, and as soon as you start that circular motion, you're doing it. Let's switch legs, guys. Right leg down, left leg up to the sky, flex and point your foot. Roll out that ankle, find that neutral, and draw your circles. Remember, you can take a different leg setup on this side if that serves your body better today. Make sure your scapula are flat on the mat below you. Exhaling every time that leg draws in. Go ahead and reverse on this next one. I've been battling a hip injury for a long time. And this is one of the main things that I do to try to keep my range of motion on my hip. and decrease some pain. I love it, I hate it. Go ahead and lay that left leg down. Okay, lay down on your left side. We're gonna go into a little bit of side belt work. So prop your head up with your hand if you want, or you can lay, your arm all the way down and rest your ear on your bicep. Top hand on the mat in front of you. Bring your feet out in front of you a little bit. You're gonna take that right leg, lift it up, bring it back in line with your hip. Let's flex the foot today. Lift the leg up. Lower it in line with your hip. So make sure that your shoulders are anchored down into those sockets. I want you to feel like there's a lot of space between your right ear and your right shoulder. With this bottom leg, that should be your left leg. If you want to bend that knee, go ahead and go for it. If you want to keep it straight, that's fine. And you can bring it as far out in front of you as you want. Hold that leg in line with your hip, point your toe. We're going to draw circles one way. So the size of the circle doesn't matter. The placement of the circle does. We're looking to go above the hip, so think up and not down towards the ground. Reverse on this next one. So the abs are engaged right now to keep the hips from moving as I'm drawing the circle. So we want to keep everything stable while you disassociate the rest of the body, or the leg. I'm sorry, while you disassociate the leg. I'll get my words together. Hold that leg in line with your hip. Bring your legs together to touch. You're going to bend both your knees. You're going to open and close that top leg. So a variation of clam, we will lift the feet up in a minute, but not now. I want you to just get that alignment through the legs first. And that big breath. So even here, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Check the shoulders. A lot of the times we tend to like lean back a little bit because it feels more comfortable. We're not going to do that. On this next one, bring your knees together to touch. Lift the feet in the air and then go back into the clam. Draw the abs in, brace through the core, get the shoulders away from the ears. Mine just lifted, it's okay. And keep the feet touching. Every aspect of that inside arch of your foot, even through your toes, needs to touch. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, go ahead and bring it down. Flip around to the other side. I'm just going to dance around so you can continue to see what I'm doing. Now you're laying down on your right side. Prop your head up if you want or don't. That's up to you. Bring your feet out in front of you. If you would like, find that neutral first. Lift the left leg up. Bring it back in line with the hip. Flex the foot. Lift and lower the leg. Be mindful, guys. When I'm flexing the foot, I'm not pulling my toes up towards my nose, right? So wiggle those top 5 toes and let them relax. There shouldn't be tension through your toes when you flex the ankle, right? That's where the flex is coming from. It's coming from the ankle. It's not coming from your feet. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know, and I'll explain it differently. Hold that leg in line with your hip, point your toe, draw your circles. Big exhale to lift that leg. Remember, we're going up. It doesn't matter. It could be the size of a golf ball, but we want to go up to the sky, not down. If you go down to start the circle, you're going to lose that integrity of shape through the hips. Reverse on this next one, which is what we don't want to do. Oh, I really do hate this one. Have you ever done reformer Pilates? It should feel like when you do the sideline foot loop work. I hate that too. It is really good for your hips and your low back, but man, it doesn't feel good right now. 1 more. All right, bend your knees, legs come together to touch. We're going to start with that clam with the feet down. So open and close that top knee. Okay, so when you get into this, don't worry about how high the leg lifts, especially side to side. Like I know with this side, because it's my injured hip, I'm not going to lift up that high. What matters to me is that from the hip up through the shoulder, nothing changes, right? I'm not leaning backwards. I'm not hiking my shoulders up to my ears. My bottom ribs are staying connected onto the mat. On this next one, lift the feet up, keep going. All of that form stays super strong and super steady as you're moving through this, which means you will make adjustments while you're moving. I think in lifting and any modality of fitness, especially the ones I've trained, there's this like unsaid expectation that you will be perfect in your form through the duration of the set or the work or whatever you're doing. That's not realistic. I anticipate and I expect from you that you will have to make adjustments on your form, especially as you get tired. It's totally normal. All right, bring it down. Woo, bring those feet down. You're going to lay down on your stomach. Last little bit here. Okay, we're going to go into a single leg kick. I want us propped up on our elbows today. So elbows go down onto the mat, anchor the shoulders. You're going to bend your knee, flex your foot, kick yourself in the butt, point your toe, lower the leg down. Same thing other side. Now, as you go through this, variation on your single leg kick. So point, flex, point, leg lowers. If you mess up the choreography, don't worry about it. I just did. Make sure that the shoulders are away from the ears, so you are pushing away from the mat. You're pulling your abs in, and the hips are gently pushing down into the mat below you. You should feel a lot of butt. You should feel a lot of hamstrings. You should feel a lot of shoulder stability and a whole lot of the front of your powerhouse. One more each side. Last one here. Awesome. All right, go ahead and pop yourself up onto your hands and your knees. Go through a quick cat-cow. Let that spine release. Just a little taste, right? We have a lot longer videos. If you subscribe to the channel, you'll get longer videos sent to you weekly. I would encourage you to do that. This is a great method of cross-training in addition to all the other benefits that Pilates can give you. Go ahead and sit on down. So these 10-minute videos are great, but they are kind of like a teaser. So if you want longer form videos, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you can get that stuff sent to your inbox weekly with a whole slew of other things, recipes, healthy living tips, all of that kind of thing. Be sure to like, comment, and save, subscribe, of course, as always. And remember, guys, if you have any questions about anything that we did, drop a comment below or reach out to me on Instagram at Lisa Peranzo so I can make sure that I answer those so that you are getting the most out of your movement journey. Thank you, as always, for joining me today. I can't wait to see you on your mat again soon.